have talked to my children about disability, as obviously because they do ask questions, children, and they'll ask certain questions as why this person's the way they are. So, and I try and tell them as truthfully and as correctly as possible.
It's important for parents to make their kids aware of the different types of disabilities, because not all of them are visible. Like, say someone's in a wheelchair, a kid instantly knows.
It's important for him to understand that this exists and it's not a problem, we just work with it.
There are such varying degrees of disability. Sometimes you can see that someone is disabled because they may have something physical that manifests their disability. Many people have got disabilities that are completely hidden away, so you wouldn't know until you actually speak to them that there's anything different about them at all. Sometimes children are somewhat disturbed by a disability in another child. It may be that they have never met another child who looks different from themselves or appears to behave in a different way. So it's important that you can reassure them that there is nothing wrong with a child who's disabled and that it's perfectly all right for them to approach them and talk to them in the same way they would as a non-disabled child. Most children will pick up on their parents' attitude to most things, particularly around how they feel about other children. So it's really important that parents demonstrate to their children that they've got a positive attitude themselves about all children, particularly those with disability, and to stress to them that there is nothing strange and there's nothing wrong with talking to or playing with children who've got disabilities.
If they see somebody with a disability, they perhaps should try and explain to their child that that child's got a disability, and if they know a bit about it, perhaps explain the disability to them so they understand, rather than just look and put them as a different sort of child.
All children will be inquisitive about disability, and if they come across somebody who's disabled, they may well want to know more about it and ask questions, and that's only natural. And it's important that they get the opportunity to have those questions answered. And if that means giving them an opportunity to talk to the disabled child, that's probably the best way of doing it. And they may even want to have a go in the wheelchair just to see what it feels like, or they may want to ask the child questions about why they can't do certain things and give the disabled child the opportunity to explain it to the non-disabled child so that they can understand better.
Just be open with them, really. Don't hide things. Don't make it like it's a secret.
The first thing I said to my children, everyone is different, yeah, and you must respect that. And don't go laughing at anybody, you know, be polite, be kind, you know, treat them just as you treat your brothers and your sisters.
Talk to them about what it would be like if they couldn't see anything, or what it would be like if they couldn't hear, or how it would be if they couldn't get up and play football when they wanted to, or sing songs when they wanted to. So it'd be important for you as the adult to try and explain to the child a bit more about what it would be like to be disabled in any way.
If you were disabled and people were picking on you, you wouldn't like it. You should treat people how you would like to be treated, because you wouldn't like it if someone did it to you.
I think it's important for the adults in the world to explain to children that disability happens, that it's nothing to be ashamed of, that it's nothing really to worry about. There are still people out there who might think it's catching. We still sometimes meet people who find that they can't understand disability very well. So I think it's really important that we all learn much more about it and explain it in easy terms to our children.